Hello and welcome to this week's edition of What's Hot with Cea Tranquility's Pete Pardo. Once again, I am your host, Pete Pardo. Check us out on the web at www.ceatranquility.org. We've got a ton of new stuff to cover today. It is Monday, October the 6th. Happy fall to everybody, so I hope you're taking a little bit of a break. Joining us from your regularly scheduled baseball playoffs and football programming. So again, about roughly 10 minutes here of the latest and greatest in heavy metal, progressive rock, and jazz fusion. Now we've got this brand new one, hot off the presses, Steel Prophet, Omniscient. In fact, you were listening to it right now. This is a veteran progressive metal band from the U.S. If you love Nevermore and Iced Earth type of stuff, you'll love these guys. They haven't released an all-original studio album in about 10 years. This is their first in quite some time, and it's just great. I mean, and the artwork, just get a load of this thing. It's a sci-fi concept album, and there's like all sorts of lyrics, storylines, artwork loaded inside this lovely digibook presentation. This is just lovely. Kick-ass, great vocals, chugging guitar riffs, technical in spots, epic. You name it. This is as good as U.S. power metal gets. Highly recommend this. Again, Omniscient from Steel Prophet. Here is something quite entertaining and a lot of fun. This is the Atkins-May project, Empire of Destruction. Love that Rodney Matthews cover art. Anyway, Al Atkins, the original lead singer of Judas Priest, before he left the band, replaced by Rob Halford, and guitar shredder Paul May. They've done a couple albums together. This is their third. This is just, classic heavy metal. Just killer guitar work, shredding solos, great riffs. Al Atkins getting up there in age. He's not the greatest singer in the world anymore, but he's got this gruff, tough guy delivery that is kind of cool. There's some really good tunes on here. It's a lot of fun, a lot of headbanging going on, including a great cover of the Thin Lizzy track, Are You Ready?, which is a lot of fun. If you're a Thin Lizzy fan, you'll just love this. So I highly recommend this. This just came out on Gonzo Multimedia. It's a label out of the UK. These two just seem to be doing an album together almost every year, and a lot of fun. It's just great to hear Al doing the classic heavy metal thing. Switching over to progressive rock, something also brand new, this latest album from vocalist, composer, and keyboard player Laura Casale. It's called Now Is Where You Are. Again, I'm going to pinpoint the cover artwork here from Ed Unitsky, who's done a ton of really cool prog rock albums over the years, and he's just, not only did he do the cover artwork, but again, another lovely presentation here. There's just, I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's just some great artwork and photography throughout this. Full lyrics. Laura did all the photography. Ed contributed the lyrics. This is just really, really good symphonic, melodic, progressive rock, pop, melodic rock. Great vocals. If you can imagine kind of like a more accessible version of classic Yes or the Great Renaissance, that's kind of what you have here. It's just beautiful stuff. I can't recommend this highly enough if you just love that keyboard-led symphonic prog, melodic rock, whatever you want to call it. Dreamy vocals. She's a great singer. The songs are catchy. Some tunes are kind of ambient, atmospheric. Some tunes are a little more daring with some really cool instrumental parts, keyboards and guitar. Just really good stuff. She's just a wonderful artist, and this is a really, really good CD. Highly recommend it. Progressive metal front, Cea Serin, brand new one. This one's titled The Vibrant Sound of Bliss and Decay. Like I said, hard-charging progressive metal, complex arrangements, heavy in spots, combination of extreme vocals and clean vocals. Really good. If you like that just brutal, technical, progressive metal sound with many different vocal styles, I think you'll dig this. Brand new. Let's see, going over to live albums and reissues, we've got this wonderful set from the band The Move, Roy Wood and Company. This is live at the Fillmore 1969. This is, you have to love that like late 60s, early 70s psychedelic sound. Again, the Fillmore West, actually, this was recorded at. Really, really good stuff. 2-disc set. You know, if you like the move, another great thing from the vaults. We talked about the Blu-ray version of this last week. I'm going to touch upon it once again, but for the CD format. This is the Queen's Live at the Rainbow 1974. This is the double disc CD that I was talking about on last week's show. I mean, I can't recommend this highly enough. These are the 2 shows they played that year. So you've got the March show from early 74, later in the year, in November of 74. Now in March, they released the Queen 2 album, okay, so then they did some headlining dates, first time as a headliners in support of that album. Then later in the year, they released Sheer Heart Attack, did some more headlining shows. So you've got the first show is early, second show latter part of the year. Basically what you're getting is material from Queen 1, Queen 2, and Sheer Heart Attack. And for longtime Queen lovers, that's the really heavy rock, almost metal time period with mixed with a lot of the glam rock that was going on at the time. Just heavy, heavy stuff. Brian May, Roger Taylor, John Deacon, of course, the late Freddie Mercury. And again, this is another great set. This is Hollywood Records. And nice little digipack offering. There's a booklet inside that's got some wonderful photographs from the shows. The real deal. Killer. On the reissue front, we've got the 1982 reissue. A reissue of the 1982 release from new wave of British heavy metal act Nightwing called Black Summer. This is out on the Prague Temple label, just came out. If you've never heard this band before and you like the new wave of British heavy metal scene, a lot of those classic bands, this is well worth looking into. Kind of like a mix of like early 80s, Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, mixed with some Saxon and some Queen. Great vocals. A lot of keyboards, Hammond organ, Moog synthesizer, heavy guitar riffs, catchy tunes, heavy, you know, all that good stuff rolled into one. You know, it's very hard to get some of their albums on CD, so I'm hoping that they re-release some more of them in the upcoming weeks and years, because their back catalog is almost impossible to get unless you can find some really, really expensive third-party copies or people that are selling them from their own collections. Max Bacon, who some of you might remember as the lead singer of GTR with Steve Hackett and Steve Howe, actually joined this band right after this release, so just a little bit of trivia there. What else we've got on the new front? We've got the latest from Australian progressive metal act Hemina, titled Nebula. It's their second album, following their 2012 release, Synthetic. Great band, catchy hooks, male and female vocals, really, really good. It's one of those bands that probably should be exploding on the progressive metal scene. If they haven't already, they should be very soon. Well worth looking into. Let's see, Canadian prog trio Monarch Trail. The new one's titled Sky. Kind of a neo-progressive symphonic release featuring Ken Baird on keyboards and vocals. A lot of you longtime prog followers probably heard Ken. He's been pretty prolific over the last decade or so. Another band out of Austria called Phi, spelled P-H-I. The Waves of Sound Remain. It's their third release. Again, they're also a trio. Highly recommend this one. On the metal front, you guys remember the great American metal band called Riot, who been around since the late 70s, early 80s. They've had some deaths in the Riot family over the years. Well, the surviving members have regrouped, now under the name Riot V, or Riot 5, however they want to say it. Unleash the Fire, brand new on SPV Steamhammer. Just killer. I mean, great songs, catchy, heavy, guitar gymnastics going all over the place. I mean, it's just, it's excellent. Well worth checking out. The latest self-titled, and these next two on the Nuclear Blast label, Sonic Syndicate. They've been around for a few years. They are a melodic death metal band out of Sweden. Their latest is, it's self-titled, obviously. Their first album in about 4 years. You know, if you like Sonic Syndicate, there's really, I mean, their formula is ever present here. They've had some lineup changes. It's still Sonic Syndicate. It's that melodic death metal, male vocals, growls and clean vocals, chugging guitar riffs, you know, harmony guitar stuff. I don't know, for me it's a formula that's been kind of done to death, and so many of these bands sound the same doing it. It's a good Sonic Syndicate album. It's not great. If you didn't love the band before, this is not going to change your mind. If you love them, you're going to love this. For me, it's kind of eh. it's good. Some good tunes on there. It's memorable. It's catchy. But I mean, so many of these bands sound the same these days. So enter at your own risk, I say. Also on Nuclear Blast, Poland's technical brutal death metal veterans, Decapitated. Blood Mantra. It's really good. These guys, you know, again, they've had some tragedies in the Decapitated family over the years. Really bad tour bus crash a couple years back. This latest is just really, really good. They're back better than ever. It's brutal. It's technical. It's just heavy. It's everything you want from death metal. So definitely check that out. Nuclear Blast. Let us move over to Forgotten Favorites. We're going to start, let's go all the way back to 1969 and 1970. Sir Lord Baltimore from New York, proto-metal, I'm going to say originators, or they were one of them anyway. This double disc set contains their first two and only releases, Kingdom Come and Self-Titled. I mean, you know, these guys just don't get their due. You know, everybody talks about the origins of heavy metal, Sabbath, Purple, Led Zeppelin, Mountain, you know, so you know all the folks in that Uriah Heep. These guys were around at the same time. This is just heavy as all hell. Huge, mammoth guitar riffs. It's bluesy in spots, but it's acid-soaked. Just, I mean, you know, if you look up heavy metal in the dictionary, well, in the Peter Pardo dictionary, they're listed up there. So if you can find this, I think it's out of print. I bought this a couple years back, fairly expensively. Totally worth seeking out. Go ahead a year to 1970. Britain's Atomic Rooster, Death Walks Behind You. I mean, you know, Hammond organ, cool vocals, blistering guitar work, complex. It's proggy, it's proto metal. It's great. Early Atomic Roosters just can't miss. You know, Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer was in the band on their first album, left before this started. But Vincent Crane, John Ducan, Paul Hammond, just great stuff. And let's go all the way to 1983. Manilla Road, Crystal Logic. This is as Americana as you can get. One of the unsung heroes of the U.S. metal scene, underground metal scene from the 80s, 90s, and even today they're still going strong. These guys, they've got a ton of albums out. They're all great, consistent. I mean, this is like, it's not quite power metal, it's not quite thrash, it's not quite extreme metal. It's a little bit of all that, classic metal. Vocals take a little getting used to, they're different, but just pummeling riffs. Crazy leads. Early stuff's a little proggy, a little psychedelic, but it's just all metal. Classic metal through and through. This is one of their best. They've got a string of really strong ones in the mid to early 80s, but really their late 70s and their stuff in the 90s and up until recently, their newest one is also great. So remember that name, Manilla Road. I highly recommend you to investigate them if you haven't already. With that, we are going to end this week's edition of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility's Pete Pardo. Tune in next week for more brand new and vintage heavy sounds that are both excellent, middle of the road, or maybe kind of sucky, but all worth your attention. So be good, rock on, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.